Hey guys, it's Nitro here, and tomorrow a new season comes out for Mythic Plus and Raid. This is a guide that's going to go over the Mythic Plus rotation, talents, everything. So this is our skill tree we're using. We're using a AoE build. I'll link it below in the description. We're using Sentinel, and this left side of the tree is like all of our utility and healing and cooldowns, defensives, all that stuff. So we get kill shot, obviously first one, and then death blow is a passive that gives us a chance to let us use kill shot on any target regardless of their health. So this is really strong. Trank shot, this can be useful in Mythic Plus to dispel. This is our interrupt counter shot. It's on a long cooldown of 22 seconds, so use it properly. Misdirection, we want to be spamming this on the tank every pull whenever it's up, right before. It just gives all of our threat that we generate from our damage directed towards the tank. This is one of our cooldowns, Survival of the Fittest. It is a damage reduction for 25%. This is what it looks like. Last 8 seconds, and we have 2 charges. You definitely want to be making sure you're using your defenses properly, and especially hierarchies. You want to give your healer some slack. And this is an explosive shot. This is one of our abilities here. Fire and explodes. Does a lot of AoE damage. Binding shot. If these mobs are moving, it would stun them after they move a little bit. Definitely can use that. It's great utility. We also have intimidation. Stun. You have bursting shots. This is kind of niche, but you can use it to like push back monsters a few yards, and like you can use it to interrupt. Pretty valuable there. And then all this stuff, all those stuff are just like passive. We have camouflage, which is pretty nice. If we're doing like a skip or something, you can just use it, and that way, yeah, make things a little bit easier. Trying to skip or do Mythic Plus hacks. We have Emergency Salve. This removes poison and disease effects when we use our Feign Death or our Aspect of the Turtle. Implosive Trap. This is a trap that we use that knocks up bad guys. It would normally knock them up. You can use it to interrupt or whatever. And yeah, so that's our left side of the skill tree. We're also taking Sentinel here. Most of this is pretty much passive, but we have like an eagle now that flies up above us. You'll see every now and then it'll like, when I do the rotation, it'll like kind of like just randomly attack mobs. But pretty much our ascendancy here is your attacks have a chance to apply Sentinel on the target, stacking up to 10 times. While Sentinel stacks are higher than 3, applying Sentinel has a chance to trigger an implosion, causing a stack to be consumed on the target every second to deal arcane damage. Then we have other passives here, just like our more damage, percent damage, more stacks in our Sentinel. Yeah, just more stacks. You can snare it. And what our main really cooldown out of this tree is Lunar Storm. So every 30 seconds, when we hit our rapid fire, which is one of our main abilities, we'll launch like the Celestial Arrow, and we'll get this ton of AoE Lunar Storm. And then random enemies are affected by our Sentinel, and we'll do a lot of like AoE damage, and 10% increased damage from us and our pet. So this is a pretty cool ability. This is what it looks like. And then now when we just rains down Sentinel stacks and stuff, you can see our stacks here. Pretty cool ability, and that's on a 30-second cooldown. Alright, so the right side of our skill tree is all of our damage, right? We have aim shot, rapid fire, streamline. So when we use rapid fire, our aim shot has its focus cast and cast time reduced by 20%, stacks up to 2 times. It's nice. Trick shots, this is when we multi-shot now, we get this buff called trick shots. And this enables our aim shot or rapid fire to ricochet. So hit aim shot after the trick shots. See, I kind of ricocheted. Again, multi-shot, I get the trick shot buff. Now if I hit rapid fire, it cleaves all the damage. So this is really nice. We're using this on packs, but it has to hit 3 or more targets. So only use this on 3 or more targets. If it's only 2, do not use it. We have lock and load. So every time when we auto attack, we have a small percentage chance to get a buff that makes our aim shot, this shot right here, costs no focus and be a free cast. Instant too. No cast time. It's really nice. And there it is. Speak of the devil. This is what it looks like. So now if I hit aim shot, bam. What else do we have here? We have this. This is the new in the update. So when we hit explosive shot, when we aim shot after using explosive shot, it explodes instantly, dealing more damage. So explosive shot into instantly explodes. It does more damage. So when you explosive shot, you want to use aim shot right after. True shot. This is our main 2-minute damage cooldown. Increase our crit chance by 20% and crit damage by 40% for 15 seconds. It also gives us a ton of cooldown reduction on our aim shot and rapid fire, 60%. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. Quickly go over it. So now you'll see my rapid fire and my aim shots are just like, look, and I have another charge aim shot, a cooldown. Just have a ton of free aim shots, a lot of rapid fires. In general, during your 2-shot window, you want to not worry about precise shots so much. You want to just focus on casting aim shots, because you don't want to be charged. You want to be using as many aim shots as you can, really. And by precise shots, I mean this. So when I hit aim shot, I get the stack here. This is precise shots. And this causes our next multi-shot or arcane shot to do more damage, and their focus cost is reduced. So you generally, in our regular rotation, you want to just be consuming those precise shots. But true shot, you don't really have to focus on too much. You still want to use it as you can, but you just never want to be like capped on aim shots for that long. Next we have Volley. This is a AoE that rains on arrows, and with Volley, it gives us trick shots. But normally with trick shots, when I use it, like when I use aim shot or rapid fire, it consumes the stack, it consumes the buff. But with Volley, it doesn't. So what you want to do is Volley. All these arrows fall down, and then you can use aim shot right into a rapid fire. And if I had true shot up right there, I could even use another aim shot. So I can get 2 aim shots and a rapid fire and 1 volley. That's where a lot of our burst comes from. Hunter, Marksmanship Hunters, our niche is AoE burst. We do so much AoE damage. Next we have a lot of passives here. But we also have unerring vision. True shot now increases your critical strike chance by an additional 10%. And more damage. And then our call on the shots reduces trick shots or true shots cooldown. So we'll get like a lot more cooldowns, a lot more trick shots up. Alright, so that's kind of our talent tree. I'm gonna go over the AoE rotation now. So the AoE rotation, by the way, this is the opener on the bottom here, this top bar. This is our opener. And then after that, it's kind of like a priority list, right? So imagine the tank is pulling here. We're gonna want to use a Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark, and like the highest health target you think is gonna live. And then while the tank's pulling, we have a charge. We could queue up a steady shot versus a cast. By the way, steady shot is like our filler ability when we don't really have anything else to use, and it gives us 20 focus. And then we're gonna use Volley into a rapid fire. Then we're gonna like use our true shot and all of our cooldowns into a aim shot, and then into a multi-shot. So I'll go over that. And then before I do the opener, I want to show you guys, or I want to tell you guys about the Lunar Storm. So you want to get like a Weeko or something to track the cooldown of this. It's every 30 seconds because there's going to be situations where you have rapid fire up, but Lunar Storm is coming up like in 3 seconds. In that case, you would want to hold your rapid fire to just use Lunar Storm right off cooldown. Alright, so our rotation looks something like this. So we use our this, and then we'll hit our save shot, volley, rapid fire. And I'll use an explosive shot, then I'll use an aim shot. Go shot proc, we'll use that. See, it says hold right there. I don't want to be using Lunar Storm. Okay, now it's up. So we rapid fire. And then you kind of see stuff off cooldown. So Volley's off cooldown. Then I'll use a multi-shot to get our true shot, or trick shots. So pretty much using my precise shots on multi-shot to get my buff up. Just use a multi-shot. Kill shot, make it a proc. Aim shot charges. Before I use aim shot, I want to use explosive shot to get the buff. Multi-shot. Rapid fire. And two shots back up. Got a proc there. Kill shot. And the proc. I'm gonna save my two shot for volley. Right here. And I can probably get. Yeah, 3. Oh, the actually didn't get it. I thought I could get maybe 2 aim shots and a rapid fire in the volley window. Yeah, our AoE damage, that's what the rotation looks like. Our AoE damage is really strong. Next, I'll go over the single target rotation. Alright guys, next I'll go over the single target rotation, but this is specifically for Mythic Plus. This is not going to be for raid, this is just for this talent build. So do not go into like a raid fight with this build and try to do a lot of single target damage. It's just for like a Mythic boss fight, Mythic Plus boss fight. So our opener looks like this. It's Hunter's Mark, Aim Shot, Volley, True Shot, and all of our other cooldowns, like if we have Bloodlust, if we have Berserking, Potion, all that stuff. In general with WoW, you want to overlap your damage cooldowns because they just multiply off each other, right? Then it's going to be aim shot, and then it kind of depends on what we get. So the priority list is kind of, you know, don't cap on 2 aim shots. Use rapid fire off cooldown. Use your precise shots buffs on arcane shots. This also is like a focus dump. Use explosive shot off cooldown. Use volley off cooldown. You kill shot when you get charges and that sort of thing. So this is what the, and then I also have this trinket here. You want to use like trinket. I think honestly the best step would be to use I'm gonna use like my Mad Queen's Mandate right before the true shot. So this is what it looks like. Hunter's Mark, aim shot, volley. There's my trinket here. True shot, closer shot. And then just spamming our we got a close shot proc. And then our fielder is just kind of headed in. Our steady shot, get us some focus. Explosive shots. Volley's up, so use that. So it's kind of like a rhythm you get to it. The single target, the damage and the rotation hasn't really changed that much with the update. I honestly thought it was going to be a bigger update than it is. It really doesn't feel too much different to play, if at all, really. Very similar. Here I'm going to hold my rapid fire because when our storm's up. Okay, now I'll use it. Yeah, so that is what the rotation looks like for single target on Mythic Plus boss fights. Next, I'll go over like the stat priority and everything like that. Alright, so the stat priority you want to be looking at for gear. And by the way, my gear is awful. I played Warlock last season, but I was like, I want to play Hunter with the rework quotations. It hasn't really changed too much. But I miss Hunter, so I'll play Hunter this season. So for the AoE Mythic Plus focus, if you really want to be min-maxing, you always want to be, you know, simulating your simming yourself with your gear, and I have a video on that as well. But in general, weapon DPS is important. Like getting an upgrade on a bow is actually crazy how much damage you'll get from it. Like World of Warcraft, I think, especially now, maybe more so than ever, is like gear really matters for damage. Yeah, so Weapon DPS is huge. Crit is our secondary most stat, obviously getting more crits, more damage. Mastery is our next. This increases our range and damage of our abilities. Then we take versatility, and then we go with haste. Now, in a single target that is a little bit flip-flopped, haste is the 4th most important, and versatility is the 5th. However, like I said, if you want to get the min-max gear for your Mythic Plus, I would just highly recommend just simming yourself every single time. And then as far as the ring goes here, if you're still using this, I'm not sure if this is going to be meta for the whole season, but I'm guessing for the majority, especially at the beginning. This is the ring that we're using from the last patch. So we're going to want to be using the Stormbringer's Runed gem, the Windsinger's Rune, and the Fathom Dwellers. And I think I have that other one here as well, the Windsingers. I do. I was doing the raid, so I have it switched out. So it is Stormbringers, Windsingers. Where is it? Windsingers. Okay, I don't know how this is working, but you heard me. Why is this working? Oh, is this it? Okay, wait. Stormbringers, Windsingers, Fathom Dwellers. There we go. Okay, that was awkward. This is our best setup for AoE. So yeah, that is all everything. If you have any questions, please let me know. Also, I'll link. I didn't really go over like buffs and enchants and everything. I'll link the Icy Bane's article for this. I've got all my. That's like my main source. The writer and author for the hunter guides on Icy Banes is like the best. He's like one of the best hunters out there. Has been for a long time, and I've seen a lot of success with his guides. I just like to explain to people because I'm more of a visual learner, and I think a lot of people are as well. And just to see someone kind of go over everything, especially starting out on a brand new spec, or if you want like a refresher, it could be useful. So I'll link that guide below as well to go over like all of your enchants, your gems, and that's mostly just, you know, you're gonna want to be simming yourself for that as well. So yeah, like I said, like, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you're excited for Hunter in the new season. If you're excited for WoW in general, I'm actually pretty excited for the season. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.